Hey, what's up guys, it's Smasher, and today I'm bringing you something a little different from what I normally do, and for that matter for what everybody does on YouTube who does Battlefield Rush commentaries. Today I am going to do a defense on Rush, and I know that they can be pretty boring for the most part, so people usually don't do them. They usually don't take the time to go through and talk about it in its entirety or whatever you do. And I picked a map that, again, that I did recently, and the one that can be pretty difficult to defend on. It can be difficult to attack as well, but hey, this is Sign Crossing, and I am going to be running around with the. I'm going to start off with the AK-74, or I'm sorry, with the shotgun, the Dow 12. I'm going to switch it up to the AK-74 for a while because I needed to take out vehicles. Look at this retard maneuver right here. Oh, Rambo, right in front of somebody. Two guys sitting right there. Good God, that was brain dead. Okay, so this game, that guy's floating. That's pretty interesting. I didn't notice that before. I'm watching this right now and recording. One thing that you're going to notice is that the beginning of this game just is terrible. I have a terrible time. I'm just getting killed left and right, and it's pretty much sucks. So you're going to just see a giant string of deaths going on here, and I think that that's why people that typically play the objective, that put out commentaries, they don't put out rush defenses, because for the most part, rush defense is kind of a meat grinder. If you're playing a team who's actually playing the objective, you're going to die a lot. And this one, we were able to hold it down pretty good. Plus, you know, the fact that you're defending, and in Battlefield Rush, when you're defending, you're really camping one area, so it's kind of, it can get kind of boring. It can get boring to watch. It can get boring to play, for that matter. But these guys were rushing so much and attacking so well that I thought I would include it. See, they were just, I don't even know how some of these guys were getting in our base. But anyways, it gets a little better, and we stop them, I think. I don't remember. I don't want to spoil it anyways. But it's a good match. So, I wanted to talk a little bit about weapons and the stuff that I'm using. I have been using the AK-74 a lot lately. I am really liking that gun. I think I may have discussed this in a previous commentary, but the AK-74 is, especially if you put a... oh, miss. Knife fail. Shoot him! Shoot! Jeez, man, I'm just not doing so good. Anyways, the AK-74M, you put that heavy barrel on there, and you've got distance on it. That thing is just great. And I also want to talk a little bit about how they nerfed the RPG out in the engineering class. Because for those of you guys that know, I'm an engineer. I love engineer kit. I always play the engineer, and it's a lot of fun. It is my absolute favorite kit to play, and some of the kits I haven't even finished off. I don't even have all the guns unlocked for my assault kit yet, I don't think. I like the RPG. I like being in the vehicles. I like whatever. Anyways, it seems that after the patch, that the RPG is just garbage. I don't know what they did with it or what's going on, but it's just it's really not what it used to be. And I'm kind of frustrated to the fact that, like, I was playing last night on, I forget what level it was, but this guy had on a one of those regular old Humvees, comes driving up the middle. I shoot him and disable him, and that's it. And then we put 4 more rockets into him while he was not getting fixed before, or RPGs into him before he died. I just thought that that's pretty ridiculous, on a vehicle that has such light armor, and you really don't have a chance against it, that they can go in there and it takes 4 rockets to kill the thing. And I'm kind of annoyed with that. The AK-74, though, you guys really, if you haven't done it yet or haven't checked it out, and games, or the weapons in this game are like anything else. It's completely preferential, and it's something you got to get used to. And what do you like? What do you want to use? And what fits your playstyle well? And for this one, for me, this is a close to medium range weapon, and that's typically where I play, is close to medium range. I don't like sitting far back, and so this works out well for me. Now, the Dow 12 is a close range weapon. I've been using that a lot since the patch as well. The Dow 12, if you stick some I think they're the buckshots. Those ones work a lot better than the flechette rounds do now. I used to run those exclusively, and the 870 is not, it ain't what it used to be. Let's put it that way. I used to use that thing all the time. But it's not working out so much for me anymore. I still have more kills with that weapon than any other weapon in the game, so I'm pretty sure it's going to take a bit to get past it. I think I was at almost 1,000, which is a lot for me for the amount of time that I actually get to play Battlefield these days. But, you know, we'll see how that works out. But as you can see here, I'm picking guys off at quite a distance for this type of a weapon. Most of the weapons, you know, and after the patch too, the assault or the LM light machine guns are just, oof, not good, man. Their accuracy is so bad. It used to be not good, but I mean it's really bad now. And but their suppression ability is unsurpassed. And if you can leverage that and you can enjoy that, they're pretty cool. They're pretty cool to use, from what I understand. I got a couple of buddies that I play with that love suppressing, and they just get tons and tons of points of just laying down fire. And if you really don't care about your accuracy, I suggest you try it out, man. Great points in it. Great way to defend, especially if you're defending in rush. That's a sneaky way right there to get around the bridge. I've used that since this. That's the first time I've ever seen that done, and I never actually tried it before. Crawling up on that wall there and jumping across. That guy taught me something cool this day when I was playing, so you should try that one out. Anyways, the spamming RPGs, by the way, what I'm doing, I don't know if what your opinion on it is. I don't think they have the splash damage that they used to have, like when we were playing in Bad Company 2, where if you spam a Carl Gustav, that was pretty dirty. I did it all the time in there too. That was my favorite weapon in that game. But I don't think in this game that it's as dirty as it was in Bad Company 2. But you know, oh, by the way, this game's not full, and it keeps bouncing back and forth. People come in and come out and quit and whatever else, just like any other game. But for some reason, it wouldn't get above about this level that we're at now that you just saw. So anyways, key to defending. Defending. It really is camping and playing as a team. You see at this point here, these guys, when you go and you're attacking and you have to attack this second base, if you allow the enemies to push up on this bridge, you're in deep trouble, man, because it is exceptionally hard to get these guys out of there. I mean, they're just, once they're in there, there's so many spots as a defender to hide in there that it's really difficult for people to combat that on the attacker side. You really have to push hard. The crate on the left right there, which is, I believe, the B crate, the direction I was traveling anyways, that thing is fairly easy to get. People don't like to defend it. It's pretty open. It ends up being a shootout. But this one you can do pretty well. But see what they were able to do here, because they pushed us so far back, they got up right in front of that, they were able to kill us all out of the connexes. And I mean, that's pretty hard to do. And I gotta give it to them for doing that and pushing up that hard, that fast. So, technique for defending this one, or technique for defending in general: choke points. You have to force the enemy into choke points. If you allow them to flank you, you're gonna lose, and that's that. So, oh wait, I get some good shots up here pretty soon. I pulled the Dow 12 back out and I'm a big proponent of switching multiple classes during a game. If your team needs a sniper, be a sniper. If your team needs a mechanic, be a mechanic. You know, and in this point in time, my team needed some close quarter stuff, so I switched over to the Dow 12 with on the medic kit. Throw down health, pick up my guys. You see, it's different from when you're attacking when you are a medic. Because when you're attacking, you need the tickets. You always need the tickets, and so medics are of great importance. When you're not attacking, when you're defending, it's important so you can keep people from respawning in the back in the back of the base, and then having to run all the way up there, and thus letting the team invade your space. So it does have a big benefit. It quickens things up. It keeps guys in the fight, and that's ultimately the most important thing right there in defense, is to keep your guys in good positions, ready to fight. So, anyways, I hate it when the enemy team gets above here, so I usually try and cruise up there a couple times a game and make sure that they're not hanging out up there causing me grief, shooting me in the back, or whatever else that they're happen to be doing. Key defending here, up this staircase, and then back that down that staircase. They can come in 3 ways on this one. Excuse me. They have the front and the two right and left flank. Now, the right and left flank, if I'm facing with my back towards the crate on here, this is what I would consider the right flank. That thing is a meat grinder. If you have somebody like me who's kicking it up there with a Dow 12, there's no way you can get through there unless you get some random shenanigans like that. But, as you're going to see here, I spawn right back in, and let's see what happens here. Because they're all crammed up there looking at that, this is a sneaky maneuver. I like to do this. So, but yeah, you end up with something like this. Boom, 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 boom. Get some, get some, get some, get some, get some. Yep, that was 4 of them. Get montage, sons. Anyways, that'll happen. Oh, and then I follow up my epic spray down with not being able to kill a freaking sniper and having him no-scope me. Oh god, I feel like such a douche. Look at this. That's like instant karma for me because I was all gloating. I just killed 4 people. Yeah. So, anyways, that's what happened there. This defense part right here, stick somebody with a shotgun, and I really think if you're playing with a squad that you need to spread your squad across all 3 points, because you can't count on the rest of the team to do anything, and one person with a shotgun can defend that staircase. 2 guys up the back over there can defend that area, up the back left, and then the forward staircase, you can get 1 guy in there that can do that. It's really simple to be able to hold these areas down, as long as you're willing to kick it, camp, and make good on your effort. These are really hard crates to keep. They can, again, because there's a lot of them in there. A lot of people can come in, and people. The only way that I've really seen people to bust through this type of a defense is if your team's running off and concentrating in one direction, which happens a lot on Rush. Teams don't like to spread out. And then the other thing that can happen is if these guys do a Rambo rush. Now, I don't know if you guys have seen Rambo rushes before, but basically, we call them that. I don't know what you guys call them, but you'll have an entire squad with medics in it, and they will Rambo revive each other. And they don't give a shit how many deaths they take. Just boom, boom, boom. They'll keep reviving each other in an area, and they'll eventually kill everybody and get up. They'll take like 20 deaths, but hey, does it really matter if you're getting that many kills, or if you're gonna push up and play the objective? I don't think so. I commend them for doing it. I'll never do it because it drives me nuts, dying and dying and dying and dying and dying over and over again. Oh, by the way, destroy equipment. If you guys don't do that already, I mean, you should know that by now. Don't be a douche and camp it and knife the guy when he comes out. Okay, I've done that before, but it's still it's a pretty douchey maneuver. So even though I've done it and I'll admit to doing it and admit to the douchebaggery, yeah, it's still not smart. So, anyways, so defending, again, it can be exceptionally difficult, and yeah, so you guys need to throw me some ideas of what kind of stuff you want to see. I did get a couple of people ask me to see some defense commentary because they are pretty rare. I gotta tell you, it's hard to find a defense commentary that's worth keeping because most of them, it's just, again, it's just a meat grinder. You're completely upside down, and it's ugly looking. I don't know why I'm running around with a pistol right now, but whatever. This map, if you push to the last base, or if they push you to the last base, I honestly think that that's harder to defend than this one. They have multiple avenues into that last crate. They've got 3 of them. If they're smart, they'll use them all. The only advantage you have there is that your people automatically spawn basically behind everybody, and it's really difficult to push past them spawning and running into the room. But for the most part, it can still be done. Never chase your prey, by the way, because something like this happens. Always. Always! Never chase anybody. You just end up looking like an idiot. I got revived. My buddy came in there, though, but still. I always tell you guys you should never do this, and then I do it anyways. I think that it's better that I tell you not to do it and show you why. Like, this is not smart, and this is why. So, anyways, back to to telling me what you guys want to see. And let me know what you want to see, what kind of gameplay you want to see. If there's any other games you want to see that I may or may not have, you can put that in there too. You know, I do play quite a few games regularly, and I do play a lot of games on PC. You guys probably won't see me ever put up PC gameplay. It's just not really worthy of going up on my channel. I mean, maybe once in a while I'll do that, but for the most part, between this and some of the other cheapo Steam games that I play, it's pretty much taking up all my gaming time. But Battlefield has been interesting. This server, oh, I should have pasted in a troll phase for this. So I go up and I stand next to this dude's stuff. He can't see me. He gets out. And just jam on B. I do this all the time. It's funny. If you're not using a class, you can use any class and do this, right? Run up and stand right next to the tank. 9 times out of 10, the stupid driver will get out of it, and you just jam on B the whole time you're next to the tank, or jam on inner vehicle, and they'll get in there like idiots. They'll get out to kill you, and then you just get right in there and kill them. It's always fun. So that's one of the dirty tricks I picked up. But anyways, yeah, these poor guys, man, they were trying their butts off to get in here, and just my team was swarming. They could smell blood at this point in time because it's getting pretty close to the end of the map. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe.